Hello, welcome to my discussion post number 3 for this class, History 701, Historical Professions. For my presentation to the Arkansas State Society for Daughters of the American Revolution, I would want to present information on intelligence in the early part of the American Revolution. I feel that this information is not really looked at. It's a little bit overlooked in the whole course of the war. And its tremendous impact on the war. There's been TV shows and movies made upon it, but I feel that the specifics of the methodology of intelligence gathering within the war is rather sometimes dramatized and overdone rather than it showing the bare bones and simplified nature of the intelligence gathering of the war that it actually was. To make this information amusing to those who are not professional historians or educators or studied in assessments of this subject, I would want to convey this information in a very entertaining and almost a narrative style way to make them not just learn the information but also retain it and just be entertained by it. That I would present stories from big names in in intelligence in American Revolution, big names in that world, but not necessarily well known. Ones like, of course, Nathan Hale, very well known, passed away and was killed in 1776 for being a spy for Washington, and he'd only regret that he'd only have one life to give for his country. Of course, George Washington was the ultimate spy master in the Revolution, a British intelligence agent, which I would tell my as I present, I would tell the group that a British intelligence officer post-war said that Washington didn't outfight the British, he simply outspied them. And that's how they won. I would want to convey this information in an entertaining way, a narrative kind of fashion, almost like narrative nonfiction books, some of them today. That I would want to convey accurate, useful information in a very entertaining way to hook my audience. I would therefore use not just slides and things like that to make them fall asleep. I would use some of that, but I would use it in a strategic way where I would add clips, images, documents, things like that the general public isn't really used to seeing as far as the documents and things like that historians may seek out, and we could do that work for them and show them what's found in that subject, in that topic. I would use movie clips that are somewhat accurate, bits and pieces, to grab their attention and keep their attention, to show that information and to show more about that subject. I would use these tactics and more just to try to, not like I said, not just entertain them, but to keep their attention and to almost make them want to go seek out more about that subject. Thank you very much.